guys, hope you are doing great. This is going to be the first lecture in this short course for beginners, which is going to cater Amazon aspiring freelancers and sellers who want to start doing business on Amazon. This class is going to be about setup. Since this is the first class, I'm also going to explain different business models and which business model should you probably start with, which according to my understanding is more risk-free and more stable, and it will not take you long to properly learn it in terms of like technical wise, and then start your business, or then even start providing services related to it. So of course, just starting with it, let's go to Amazon.com, and the very first difference that I want you to learn is this is a buyer's account. So when you go to Amazon.com, you are learning from a buyer's perspective, that how a buyer approaches Amazon and how do they search a product and how do they proceed and buy a product. Now if you go to Seller Central .amazon.com, that's basically from a seller's perspective, and that is what we as sellers or service providers will be having a look at. That okay, this is going to be our dashboard. This is from where we'll calculate daily sales which we'll be getting. This is from where we'll be getting the advertisements, how to access that, etc., etc. So when it comes to like product research, when it comes to doing supplier research, lots of stuff, we have to access this Amazon buyer account. And just very basics of it, this Amazon.com in here, .com indicates that this is a US marketplace. It's pretty obvious that Amazon.co.uk will be for UK marketplace, Amazon .in will be for Indian marketplace, and likewise for different country domains it will be different extensions after Amazon, which is going to redirect you towards that specific marketplace. I will be mostly focusing around .com because honestly my own experience is with US marketplace, and I have barely worked in .co.uk or even .ca in Canadian marketplace. So my main target is .com, and the wholesale FBA model, which I'll be teaching in here, that is something which we only do in .com marketplace. So yeah, that's why I'll only be catering .com marketplace. So yeah, once you open up Amazon.com, just make sure that you've put this delivery to something which is like US postal code. You can search US postal codes as well. Just make sure that it's not something too much far away. For example, you're not putting in an Alaska's postal code. 10010 is something which I mostly use. It's for New York. And yeah, so all of your results which are shown here will be all of the sellers who have like turned on their shipping for New York, which is of course like I think 100% of the sellers should have turn on their shipping for like New York. If you're residing in Pakistan, if you're searching from Pakistan, chances are that the delivery address will be to your own postal code, and where you'll be a lot of sellers who have turned off international shipping, they'll not be available to you. So if you're searching with your delivery address set to Pakistan, you'll be missing out on very good opportunities that can be there if you're putting the proper postal code. So yeah, that's the very basic one. Let's go to a product detail page and start discussing what product detail page is. So yeah, this is Amazon's link. This is also known as URL. This is a product's title. So similar to whenever you're shopping online, what you receive, these are the product title. It indicates what the product is about. It gives you a very brief description about the product, and this is what basically a buyer usually goes through whenever they first of all open up a product. These are the product images. This indicates the brand of a product. It's like HUM is the brand of a product. This is the flavor, the unit count. These are known as bullet points. And all right, moving down below, this is called the A+ content or the brand enhanced content. This is only available to sellers who, if done brand registry or have already filed their trademarks. Moving down further down, these are the product details. So in here, you get UPC, which is your barcode, and this is through which you basically start your searching your products on Amazon. Moreover, just an example, whenever you go to a retail shop or grocery store and you're buying some products, you go to the counter, you give them those products. They basically have a barcode scanner through which they're scanning the product, and all of the information is automatically appearing in front of their screens. So the UPC is the code which these guys are scanning, and with this code, all of the product information is already mapped in their systems. So that's how they are like able to scan those products and have a look at their prices, etc., which is already fed into their computers. Moreover, ASIN is something which Amazon assigns to a product. So ASIN code, or Amazon Standard Identification Number is its abbreviation. That is the code which is something which Amazon assigns to a product. Moreover, if for example this has got an ASIN, it will only be viable inside this .com marketplace. So other than .com marketplace, if you go to like .co.uk, this is not going to be, the same ASIN is not going to be viable. It might have a different ASIN. But when it comes to UPC, it's going to be the same UPC throughout, the whole supply chain. Even if it's like, you're like from the start, you've like just manufactured this earphone. Once the labels on there that, okay, this is the Logitech's earphone or headphone, the UPC is like assigned to it, and this is going to be with it throughout its whole product life cycle. So that's why UPC are like sometimes when we like go to a supplier, they usually give us out their UPC codes that they are carrying these barcodes. So we basically just double check all of these UPCs on Amazon, which one of them are like available or not, and then try to like shortlist those products. Moreover, this is a bestsellers rank. So Amazon has got like multiple categories, and health and household is like one of the main categories. And this product is on 33rd rank on like health and household. A good thing here is that BSR is inversely proportional to the number of sales. Now take it as an example, like someone who's getting the number one position in class, or someone who's got the best grade in class, they usually have got the highest marks, right? So someone who is like more towards one. So for example, if I've got number one position in my school or in my section, that means I might be having the highest number of marks in my whole section, right? That makes sense. So that's how your best sellers rank, and the number of sales on that product are like correlated. It's like an inversely proportional thing. The higher the number of sales, the more your BSR will be towards one. Of course, the number one BSR is the best BSR. The number second BSR will be after it. Moreover, if once again have a look at it, we had two BSRs. So one was in the main category numbers, second was in the subcategory. A concern is mostly with the main. A concern in fact with wholesale FBA is only with the main category, not with the subcategory. So consider it like this. For example, if in whole electronics categories, fans are included, air conditioners are included, refrigerators are included, laptops are included, and also mobile phones are included. Let's suppose iPhone is the number one in electronics category. Now it's not possible that iPhone's number one product in all of the electronics, which includes mobile phones, laptops, etc., and it's not possible that iPhone's like number one in mobile phones, right? So either it will be like number second in mobile phones, and it can be number third in all of the electronics, or maybe number 10th in all of the electronics, but it can never be that it's like number second just in mobile phones category and it's like number one in like all the electronic category. It does not make sense, right? So that's about the differentiation between the main categories BSR and the subcategories BSR. Our main concern is of course with the main categories BSR. These are the product ratings. Now the more the ratings, the better. These are the number of ratings. This is like the review. That is, of course, if the more it's like towards 5, the better the product. The more the rating, the more the review count. That means the more the sales the product has achieved. Moreover, this is about from where this product is shipping from. So, for example, if it ships from Amazon, that means that Amazon is taking charge of dispatching that order, storing that product, and distributing that product. If a return comes, if a refund comes, Amazon is going to correct that return of the product. So you only have to send all of these products to like Amazon's warehouse, which is like an FBA business model fulfilled by Amazon business model, and Amazon's going to take care of everything. If seller is himself going to themselves going to ship out that product and handle all of the returns and refunds, that's called FBM, or fulfilled by merchant. So fulfilled by merchant is a fulfillment model where I get the product in my garage, I prep it, I label it. Whenever an order comes, I'm dispatching that product. If I'm leveraging Amazon's warehouses, Amazon's fulfillment services, that is known as FBA, or fulfilled by Amazon business model. So those are like the two basic differences between different business model, between different fulfillment models. When it comes to business models, there are like multiple business models on Amazon. The most prominent being drop shipping, private label, wholesale, FBA. Those are the ones which you must have heard about a lot as well. Coming to the very first business model, that is like private label. Private label business model means that for example, this is a watch. Now I want to create my own watch. I'll go to a manufacturer. I'll discuss about all of the product development, all of the product ideas. I'm going to jot down everything about supply chain, that this is how the product should come at these point of times product should come. I should also take care of its marketing. I will be the one responsible for creating its listing, for getting its images done, for getting its video done, for getting its bullet points done, each and everything done. And then I'll have to of course increase its awareness on social media as well. So when we create a brand from the scratch, that is known as a private label brand. Of course, it's more capital intensive. It requires more budgets as compared to any other business model. Now another business model is, for example, it's just like we have opened up a general store. So for example, if Hershey's is a product which is selling well, we take that Hershey's from its distributor or directly from the manufacturer, and we are the ones who are like reselling that product. So of course the margins here, they might go a bit low, they might be a little thin, but it's a better risk-free model, right? Because for example, if I'm in a general store and I've already calculated the amount of Toblerones that are being sold in the whole month. Likewise, I decide that this is the amount of Toblerones that I'll be ordering for my store and keeping, because for example, like 1,000 Toblerones are being sold overall per month. There are like 9 sellers who are selling this Toblerone, so might be possible that like everyone's getting around 900 something sales. I'll be the 10th seller, so I should like order 100 Toblerone, considering that the number of sellers remain the same and everyone's like getting equal share of sales. And of course it's not that simple, but just for the basic understanding, that's how wholesale business model works. If you want to figure out that what are like the wholesale products, just search a product and yeah, let's go to this one product. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, so in here I can see that this product is being sold by 13 different sellers. And if I open it up in here as well, I can also figure out their fulfillment models as well. So for example, Amazon's selling this product themselves. Moreover, let's see, this is a seller, Kitchen Universe. They are selling this product and Amazon's like shipping that product. So like this is an FBA business model. Cutlery and More is selling that product and they're shipping that product themselves. This is an FBM, or fulfilled by merchant business model. Likewise, this is FBM, this is FBM. Since multiple sellers are selling that product, this is a product which allows resellers to go and sell this product. This is not a private label item, right? With drop shipping, mostly drop shipping is a business model where I list a product, I do not upfront hold that inventory, or I do not have that inventory in my warehouse, or in Amazon's warehouse. I have not bought it anywhere, but I know from where it's sourcing from at a much cheaper price. So whenever an order comes, I immediately place an order on a different retailer, or on a different supplier's website, and I give address, or the shipping address of my customers, and I keep the difference between it. Dropshipping is something, retail dropshipping is something which I personally do not like or endorse. The reason being that it's very much against Amazon's TOS, and we have to be very much careful. The margins can also be a bit less, and I honestly do not like going into a business model which is like completely against Amazon's TOS. People are doing it. I've got nothing to say against it, but that is something which I do not endorse, nor do I recommend doing it. So yeah, that's about the basic business models. That's about a few things which you learned, starting from what product detail page consists of, what are the differences between different fulfillment models, and what are the different business models that we are going to that are there on Amazon. We are going to cover only one business model, that is Amazon Wholesale FBA, and we are going to cover all of the tools around it, the basic, of course, according to basic skill. So yeah, that's about it, and we'll meet you in the next lecture. Thank you.